easier to hit 10,000 steps a day than to stop eating when you're full. Easy to blame the chemicals in the one yogurt you ate from your fridge. You don't need more diet food. You need more honesty. There is no detox, no magic pill, no 500 a month gut protocol. Stop, stop, stop. You can spend your life obsessing over eating the perfect thing. Seriously, you guys don't even know. This is what happens when you're a skinny mother. I don't believe in meal plans, but God was like, cool. Yeah. We're fucking running there. Going in. All right, let's talk. The no-fail way to skinny, the one thing that actually works. If you're sitting here bloated, uncomfortable, and picking at your clothes, wondering why you can't get this weight off, babe, it's because you're eating like a garbage can. I'm saying this because no one else has the balls to say anything I say. So again, giving you 5 seconds to get off if you're not a girl who wants to have a hot body and is scared to hear the truth. And if you're about to comment, live. I've tried everything. I've done keto, I've done low carb, I've fasted, I've walked 12,000 K steps a day. I bought this $80 fat burner pill off TikTok. I know you have. You're smart. You've done everything right except for this one thing. And this is the one thing that actually matters. You have done everything except eat less. Stop overeating. And don't roll your eyes at me, hear me out, because the one thing you keep doing is overeating. You think the reason you're stuck is seed oils, hormones, genetics, or some pesticides TikTok told you about that's in everything. Or you're thinking, from TikTok, my body is just not meant to be at the size I want it to be. It's just meant to be stuck at 10 pounds overweight. It's just meant to be stuck here. Like, I'm not meant to be skinny. It's not. Why some of these things may not be healthy, that's not the sole reason you're not losing weight. It's that you are simply eating past the point your body tells you to stop. And you don't even realize it because society conditioned us to think full is the goal. No, full is failure. Light is the goal. If you want to know how you're losing weight without a scale or tracking anything, if you do feel light after the meal, you're losing weight. Do you feel heavy and bloated and sluggish after a meal? If you feel heavy after a meal, you're gaining weight. If you eat until you're full every single meal, guess what? You will stay full of that feeling that you keep trying to starve off for 3 days, or doing a 3-day juice cleanse, or just trying to get it off for a week doing detox teas. And it's not your fault. You were raised to, instead of going on a walk after a dinner to digest, to sit on the couch and that somehow digests you. And just, it's normal to feel like a slug after dinner or after eating. If you have to sit on the couch like a slug after a meal, no, you're not digesting. You're suffocating yourself under the weight of food that your body didn't even want. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't have to match what everyone else at the table is doing. You are allowed to stop eating when you feel good. The second you feel good. Not stuffed, not heavy, feel good. Not, I have to unbutton my jeans. Good thinking about your stomach. If you stopped eating every single time you hit good, you would lose every single ounce of extra weight or extra excess or storage you're carrying. The internet wants to sell you some pill, some detox, some hormone so they can make money. They want to sell you anything because saying eat less doesn't make money and it's toxic. I can't sell you a product that's going to make you lose weight. There is no detox. There is no magic pill. There's no 500 a month gut protocol that's gonna make you lose weight. And I also wouldn't buy a program that gives you a meal plan that promises a significant amount of weight you're going to lose by following this program, because guess what, the second you get off it, you're gonna gain it all back. And guess what, buying that program is probably what's secretly making you binge on the weekends. I also don't believe in the trendy reverse diet plan that convinces you to eat more when you're actually full. You don't need no reverse diet plan. You need to understand your hunger, fullness again. You don't need more diet food. You need more honesty. I'm honest. There's tools that's helped me. Those GLP-1 fiber scoops that I do, my Supergut, those electrolytes, those help me with cravings. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's how you eat less. But yes, there are tools you can use to help you satisfy cravings and eat less, which is the electrolytes I take, the Supergut GLP-1 booster I take, my protein shakes, my protein. That literally helps me eat less. It does. However, that is not how I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight because I'm eating less. That's it. And let me tell you something else. If you're like, Liv, I'm not overeating. Guess what, babe? I know you are overeating 20 pizzas. I know you're not crushing 6 Happy Meals from McDonald's. But what you think you're doing right, you aren't. Hear me out. Babe, overeating isn't just binging. Overeating is those 3 extra bites of dessert when you were full and you were good 5 minutes ago. You didn't need those 3 extra bites. Overeating is finishing the bread basket just because it's there. Overeating is going back for a second scoop of vegetables when you didn't even need it because you were already feeling light. Overeating is overeating and finishing your whole entire salad when you didn't need to eat the whole salad. Overeating is overeating fruit. Even though it's low calorie, you're still overeating it. It's death by 1,000 cuts. It's slow, it's sneaky. It's the difference between feeling good and feeling stuck. Because guess what? Those few extra bites add the fuck up. If you stop those extra bites, your body will fly back where it's supposed to be. You will wake up tighter, lighter every single week. It's not magic, it's math. That's the no-fail method I teach inside my Skinny Society. It's the real secret every permanently skinny girl knows. You master your eating before you master your workout, your step, your supplement, your sleep, your hormones. No, there's no meal, there's not a crazy workout plan, there's not crazy recipes, there's no crazy thing you need to follow. I'm not selling you a pill, a diet plan, none of that shit. You know what I'm selling you? A community of girls that you can talk and be open to yourself and the goal that you want to be healthy. Yes, there's challenges that you can do. There's challenges that to hit your step goal. There's challenges to hit portion control. There's challenges, there's tips, there's all of these things that you can do, but I'm not selling a diet program. I'm not selling you anything. I'm selling you a community of girls that's 20 bucks a fucking month. That's less than a sweet green salad. That will change your life. It's a group of motivation to keep you on track and accountable with your goals. There are challenges every single month that you can do to help you stay on track. There are good low-calorie recipes. However, I'm not saying this meal plan. I'm not selling you just a recipe book. I'm selling you things that do help you stay lean. And the reason why is I'm not selling you a certain step count or this, because guess what? It's easier to hit 10,000 steps a day than to stop eating when you're full. It's easy to blame the chemicals in the 1 yogurt you ate from your fridge instead of blaming the 4 cookies that you ate. It's easier to say I'm big boned than to walk away from the table feeling powerful instead of piggish. The second you start living light, and the best part, you stop thinking about food all the fucking time, you stop needing 15 snacks a day because your stomach finally learns, oh, I'm not being force fed past comfort anymore. I can trust her now. And yes, before the trolls fucking show up, I am absolutely okay on the record for a woman wanting to lose weight. That is what my community is for. No judgment. It's not toxic to want to feel tight, to feel sexy and skinny in your own skin. And it's called caring about yourself, because personally, I would rather be skinny, be light, be confident in my body than try and wake up every single day feeling confident and teaching myself to love myself. No, just go change it. You can love yourself and still want to polish yourself and tighten up. You can be grateful and still want to be hotter. You can be grateful for being healthy but still want to get healthier and be hotter. You can have self-love without pretending like you love lugging around a couple extra pounds and lugging around weight and extra storage and excess you don't want to carry. Now, disclaimer, if you love your extra weight, your extra storage, and you feel 100% beautiful and confident in your own body with the extra weight, amazing. This video is not for you. Go live your best life. But if you don't feel comfortable, like most of us, you feel sluggish, you feel disconnected from the girl you know you could be, then welcome. I can help you. We have thousands of girls in my group chat that could help you. We are doing it together every single day. You're not broken. You're not hopeless. It's not your thyroid. You don't need another blood test. You don't need to go to another doctor. You're just eating past the point of feeling full. And you're eating past the point of feeling light. That's all. Fix it and it fixes itself. I dare you. No, wait. I challenge you. For the next 3 months to stop eating when you feel light. Not stuffed. Not I'll walk it off later. Light, neutral, good. Come back to me in 30 days and tell me you're a new person. I dare you. I'll see you inside the Skinny Society when you're actually ready to actually win. The link is in the description to actually get skinny. With an I. If you're someone walking around who used to say, I used to be so skinny, I just need to go back to doing XYZ, let me stop you right there. It's none of those things. It's not the constantly running around. It's not the 3-meal rule. It's not the walking fast, running fast. It's not the fasting. It's not the low carb. It's none of those things that you think you invented. You were skinny because going back to you didn't overeat point blank period. When you were full, you stopped eating. You weren't binging, you weren't finishing the plate just because it was there. You didn't take those 3 extra bites that didn't need to happen. And no, I'm not talking about sitting on the floor with a box of cookies. I'm talking about the tiny, mindless, I'm bored bites that stacked up quietly over the past few days, weeks, months, years, and slowly built a body you don't even recognize anymore. Nobody has the balls to say this anymore. Everyone's too busy tiptoeing around feelings. I'm not, as we all know. I built my skinny society because I was sick of hearing these lies. I was sick of being sold a green powder, keto, macros, reverse dieting, none of that bullshit. Every girl, every woman, every client, I've worked with thousands, tens of thousands, from years of 18 years old to my oldest client, 72 years old. They say the same thing whenever they started with me. I used to be skinnier when I only snacked. I've heard the version of I strictly ate 3 meals a day with no snacks. I've heard that I barely ate breakfast, I skipped breakfast. I heard that I only ate breakfast and a big dinner. Or I only did cardio, or I only did weightlifting, or I only did Pilates, or I ate like a European. That's how I lost weight. It was never the method, it was the result. They didn't overeat, that's it. It wasn't the method of low carb, it wasn't the method of low protein or high protein. It wasn't the method, it was the result of eating less, aka not overeating. That's the secret you're looking for, but you don't want to hear. You don't need to starve. People automatically assume me saying eat less is starving yourself. I'm sorry, you don't need to starve, let me clarify that. You don't need to cut out food groups, like you're applying for a part-time job in 2015 Tumblr culture. You don't need to overthink it. You need to master the art of stopping. You gained weight because you stopped listening to yourself. You started eating just because it was free, or there, or healthy, or this dessert, or limited edition, and that's how it creeps in. And if you keep doing all of these extremes, restrictive, hyper-controlled things, that's why you gained the weight back. That's why you're sitting in the body you're in. Restriction is setting up for failure. Always has, always will be. You don't need another crash diet, you need a fucking backbone. You need to relearn discipline, not obsession. Skinny isn't built on starvation. Skinny is built on self-restraint. It's built on choosing not to take the extra bite just because you can. You didn't lose your metabolism, you lost your standards. And if you want accountability, if you want someone who teaches you this without watering it down, that's what the Skinny Society is for. Real tools, real results, real coaching, no fantasy, no delusion, no baby. I'm going to link my Skinny Society below if you're actually ready to live it, not just say it. Otherwise, keep playing the victim, keep blaming carbs, keep blaming the 8 p.m. snack, keep waiting for a miracle. The truth is right here, and if you're smart enough, you'll grab it. If not, you'll be having the same conversation with yourself next year and the year after that and the year after that, so your choice. Now we're going to go over why you can't stay skinny. And it's not about the exercise or the steps. If you're sitting here thinking, I know everything there is to know about calories. I know how to eat healthy. I know what portion control is supposed to look like. And yet you still can't stop overeating. You still can't stop picking at your plate. You still can't close your mouth when you know damn well you're full. You just can't close your mouth. Let's call it what it is. It's not because you don't know what to do. It's not even because you're addicted to food. It's because you have nothing else in your life that makes you happy. Period. Full stop. And no one ever says this because they don't have the balls like me. They're too scared to be called insensitive, harsh, triggering, all the things. I'm not here to coddle you into staying stuck. I'm here to tell you the truth that will set you free. You don't need another diet, another workout plan. You don't need another 10,000 steps added to your Apple Watch or Oura Ring. Like your life depends on it. You need a life outside of food. You need hobbies. Yes, 10,000 steps are important. Yes, protein's important. But you need fulfillment that doesn't melt in your mouth. Because if food is your only coping mechanism, if food is your only hobby, if food is the only thing lighting up your dopamine system, then yes, eating less will feel like misery. Yes, portion control will feel like oppression. Yes, you will feel like you're being punished for existing. Because you're not only losing calories, you're losing your only joy. And that is why you're stuck. Not because you're broken, not because you have some secret metabolism issue, not because you're cursed or damaged by diet culture, but because food became your personality. And when you try to eat less, you feel like you're losing yourself. And you can't fix this with another macro calculator. You fix this by building real life that excites you more than the Starbucks bakery case does, than the new limited edition dessert. When I first started portion controlling, it was brutal. It was unnatural. It felt wrong. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it was easy to you in the beginning. It wasn't. I was a competitive athlete my whole life. Soccer was my world. I grew up fueling and carb loading massive amounts of pasta before tournaments. A ton of bread, a ton of pasta, a ton of pizza before tournaments. Bagels, peanut butter, endless snacks. Eating to perform, eating to refuel. It made sense then. You'd have to eat before your game, at halftime, and after the game. But when I broke my foot and I suddenly wasn't training 4 hours a day, guess what? That appetite didn't magically disappear. But the calorie burn did, and the weight started to creep in fast. Transitioning from eating like an athlete to a skinny person was really hard. It almost broke my brain. At first, even leaving one bite felt criminal. Not cleaning my plate felt like defeat. I would sit there staring at my last little piece of chicken and rice, or bread, or dessert, and my brain would be screaming, "What are you doing? You're leaving food behind. You earn it, you finish it." It was a battle in the beginning, and guess what? That's normal. When food is your entire emotional support system, it is hard leaving food behind. I see the same thing happen to girls whenever they're coming from a corporate life, especially when they blame their 9 to 5 for their weight gain. I gained weight because my job was so stressful. No, babe, you gained the weight because food became your after work happy hour. Food became your coping mechanism. Not because you were hungry, but because you were empty. I lived this too. Whenever I started working my 9 to 5 job, I gained 15 pounds without even realizing it. Not because I was eating McDonald's and pizza and Taco Bell every single night. I was eating healthy, but it was constant. A new whole food snack I wanted to try on my lunch break. A new healthy protein bar I would have in my drawer because I didn't feel like answering this email. A new low-calorie frozen yogurt bar, healthy though, to reward myself after a long day. It didn't matter that it was clean. It was still revolved around food. Food was the event. Food was the thrill. I'm so excited for lunch break so I can try this Whole Foods or this sweet green or this kava. Even though it was healthy, food was the thrill. Food was the highlight of my day. No wonder I couldn't portion control. No wonder I was gaining weight. My life was boring, and food was the only coloring outside of those lines. When I stopped finally blaming my job, the city I lived in, I stopped blaming my metabolism and started looking at my lifestyle, everything changed. I realized it wasn't the calories trapping me. It was my boredom. I didn't need a stricter meal plan. I needed a richer life. I needed hobbies. I needed to make sure I got some sunlight in my face before work in the morning. I needed to make time for my real friends that weren't based on brunch. I needed fulfillment that didn't come from a grocery bag. When you stop making food your whole life, guess what? Your world lightens up. I started walking outside 3 times a day, even during work hours, because yes, I lost all my weight working 9 to 5. I would make sure I walked 15 minutes before work, 15 minutes lunch break, 30 minutes after work. And I started walking outside not because I had to, but because it felt good. Not because I wanted to close my Oura ring. I started making sure I read a little bit. I started taking Pilates class that I actually enjoyed, that made me feel light, not these 5 a.m. workout classes that made me feel tired and hungry. I started meeting friends to go on walks, to go to an art museum, to do things, not go sit at brunch or a restaurant. Our conversations became better than the croissants on the table. And when I built a life that excited me, portion control stopped feeling like suffering. It just felt obvious. It was no longer, oh my god, how can I strategize to only eat half of this sandwich? It was, I have places to be, things to do, a full, delicious life to live. I'm not going to waste my day feeling stuffed and sleepy over a $6 sandwich. And here's the crazy part no one talks about. When you find real hobbies, when you find real fulfillment, the foods that you used to crave the most, they start feeling disgusting to you. I used to crave a ton of pizza. I used to dream about a big bowl of pasta. Bread baskets, ice cream sundaes, big ice cream sundaes, cookies. I lived for it. Now I could care less. It's not that I'm better than you. It's not that I'm so disciplined. It's that my brain reset. Processed food actually grosses me out now. Like, no part of me craves feeling bloated, brain fogged for the rest of the day. No part of me craves the crash. No part of me feels like dragging myself through life because I'm coming down on a sugar high. I now crave, and I would rather crave, walking in the sun. I crave roasted chicken with a sparkling glass of water with some lemon. I would rather crave laughing on the rooftop with my boyfriend than laying face down in the couch because I ate like a garbage can. I crave feeling good now, not just good tasting. And that shift changes everything. You start craving experiences, not escape. You start craving energy, not sedation. You start craving freedom, not food. The truth is, if you find fulfillment in other areas of your life, you won't need food to fill the void anymore. You don't need a snack to survive your afternoon. You don't need dessert to feel like your day was special. You won't need to chase that next little dopamine hit from the fridge. You will already feel alive. Food will go back to being what it always meant to be. Support, not salvation. When you build a real life, skinny just becomes the natural byproduct. You don't have to fight it anymore, you just become it, and you just live it. Why you're still obsessed with food and how to start thinking like a skinny girl. You want to be the girl who eats half of a burger and leaves the rest. Who takes 2 bites of ice cream, sets it down and forgets it exists. Not because she's forcing it, not because she's white knuckling willpower, but because she literally doesn't care anymore. If you want that but you're not there yet, let's talk about why you're not there yet. Step 1 is you're brainwashing yourself every single day and you're not even realizing it. You're following TikToks that are telling you it's toxic to want to be slim. You're following girls who call it problematic to have food discipline. You're following wellness influencers who healthify every single recipe by adding cottage cheese to it. And it somehow adds more calories and it's more complicated than just a regular banana bread. Or they complicate this coffee order so much that it's just too much. And you wonder why you're feeling crazy around food. Unfollow, unsubscribe, filter your fucking audience. If you want to be skinny, you have to surround yourself with skinny people. Not literally skinny. I'm saying you have to filter who you're talking to who has the skinny mindset. You have to start thinking like a skinny person. And skinny people aren't sitting around wondering if their yogurt has enough protein to pass the vibe check. They eat what they want, they stop when they're done, and they move the fuck on. Second, stop acting like protein grams are going to save you. Listen, I like protein. I like using it as a tool to eat less, but also it can make you eat more. And hear me out. Some people follow these accounts that tell them they need 50 grams of protein before they even walk down the stairs in the morning, before breakfast even hits, or 30 grams of fiber before 9 a.m. Cute. Have fun spending your morning like a Thanksgiving stuffed fucking turkey. If I need 30 grams of protein here, and then 50 grams of fiber here, and then 20 grams of carbs here, guess what? You're overeating because you're trying to hit all of these fucking macros. Newsflash, eating more protein isn't going to make you skinny, because eating more isn't going to make you skinny. The reason why protein makes you lean is makes you satiated, right? So maybe those 30 grams of protein, it will make you eat less throughout the day, right? But having a protein goal, it literally will make you overeat because you're eating more to hit that, right? When all you need to do is make sure you have protein and make it the main event of every single meal that you eat. You don't need to trick your body. You don't need to trick your hunger. You need to eat less. And if eating less causes by having a little bit of protein for every meal, great. You don't need to stuff 30 grams or these grams. Rules to eating lead to overeating. Why I say I don't have a protein goal. I'm not like, oh, I need these many grams of this, that, and the other. Stop. It will lead you to overeating, because guess what? You can still overeat protein. You can. People just like protein because it is definitely harder to overeat, but if you are like, wow, I need 50 grams of this, guess what? You can still be overeating. Eating more will never make you skinny. You need to eat less, period, end of sentence. And for the love of God, stop mixing cottage cheese with everything. I saw this person being like, cottage cheese and cinnamon, it tastes like a cinnamon roll, it's just like dessert. It's still cottage cheese, it still tastes like you gave up on life. You're not fooling anyone, especially not yourself. Third, stop making your entire identity around food. I don't care if it's healthy, I don't care if it's low calorie. I don't care if it's sugar-free or gluten-free, or this 0-calorie monk fruit-based dessert, or this blessed by a fairy 0-calorie thing. If your entire TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest is just food, you're going to think about food all day long. Especially even if you're always looking at healthy recipes. I'm sorry, skinny girls aren't sitting around pinning protein muffin recipes to their vision board. Skinny girls are shopping, traveling, and living their life. Food is just part of the background. They eat when they're hungry. They eat what they actually want. They stop when they're done. It's not a show, it's a main character moment. It's not a TED Talk, it's just life. Fourth, follow girls who make you want to live, not just eat. Follow the fashion influencers who throw on an outfit and go. The thin girls who sit at a beach club, order a martini, pick at some fries, pick at some olives, maybe have a little pasta and keep it moving. Not the ones who spend 45 minutes discussing their gut healthy, this is bad for you, that's bad for you, everything free, plastic free, this free, that free, and all the negative side effects. Holistic this, holistic that. Fun, thin energy all the time is better than holistic energy, in my opinion. Every single time. Fifth, stop lying to yourself over what you enjoy. You don't need to retrain your taste buds to think like bananas taste like gelato. Like, that's obviously not gonna happen. Like, people are like, oh, these sugar detoxes so you don't crave real ice cream. Shut the fuck up. If you want the real ice cream, have a little bit of the real ice cream. Not a $200 blender that you bought off TikTok shop to make nice cream that you're literally gagging through because TikTok told you it was life-changing. Just have a few bites of the real thing and move on. Be done. 6th, if you want to be skinny, you have to stop living like a food hoarder. You have to stop obsessing over what's next. You have to stop planning your 7 snacks while you're still eating your first. Skinny energy is living in the moment. It's being enough. It's realizing you're satisfied before you're sick to your stomach. It's letting things be a little messy, a little unfinished, a little imperfect. You know that like melted ice cream cup that gets left behind by the skinny girl? Because when the skinny girl decides she's done, she's done. You're not broken. You're just conditioned to think food is the main event when it's not. Shift your mind, shift your feed, shift your energy. Stop acting like eating less is a crime. Stop acting like it's a federal offense to want to be light, tight, and hot and free. It's not toxic, it's fun to be thin. And it's a hell of a lot more fun than another low-calorie lasagna recipe made with 5 different fake cheeses and sadness. Again, it's nice to have low-calorie things in moderation, but you can still don't obsess over holistic this, microplastic this, what's in this, okay? We're all gonna die. You can spend your life obsessing over eating the perfect thing at the perfect time in the perfect quantity, or you can just eat less, have more fun, look hotter, look skinny, feel better, be free. Pick your path. I pick mine. The no-fail way to get skinny. I'm about to say something that no one says anymore. If you eat less, you lose weight. If you eat more, you gain weight. It's not controversial. It's not toxic. It's also not a punishment. It's math. You don't get a skinny body with the same habits that made you gain weight. The Starbucks sandwich, the just a little snack, the wine to unwind, the Uber Eats default, it has to change. Your life has to change. Your environment, your autopilot routines, your comfort zone. And that's okay. Change isn't bad. It has to change. Your life has to change. Your environment, your autopilot routines, your comfort zone. And that's okay. Change isn't bad. But you're going to feel weird. You're going to feel off. Why? Because you're leaving the old you behind. Hunger is not an emergency. Let me say this as someone who used to be a total slave to hunger. I used to think that if I was hungry, I had to eat. Wrong. That's not hunger. That's habit. True hunger builds slowly. It doesn't scream at you. When I first started losing weight, the hardest thing wasn't food. It was the mental rewiring. Feeling a craving and not acting on it. Feeling hunger at 9 p.m. and saying, no, we're good. You can feel hungry and not eat. You can write it out. You're not going to die. You're not fainting. You're just adjusting. Here's the real sabotage. Using food as therapy. Stress, boredom, anxiety, hormones, and suddenly you're in the kitchen eating something you don't even want. Not because it tastes good, because you wanted to escape a feeling. And when you do that often enough, food becomes your emotional pacifier. But food isn't comfort. Food is delay. It delays the feeling, the growth, the change, the life you want. You want to lose weight? Stop soothing with snacks. Every time you don't eat for comfort, you build strength. Every time you walk instead of a snack, you shift identity. That's skinny. There is power in going to bed a little bit hungry. Being slightly hungry is a flex. There is power in walking past the fridge. There is power in saying I'll eat tomorrow. We live in a culture where fullness is glamorized. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Life's too short. Babe, life's too short to feel stuffed, inflamed, and insecure in your clothes. Feeling light, that's confidence. That's power, that's skinny. Your body is learning to use itself for energy. Let's talk about the weird part no one warns you about. When you're first starting eating less, your body panics a little. You'll feel foggy, tired, you'll have odd cravings and emotional moments. That's not danger, that's metabolism recalibrating. Your body is switching from running on excess food to burning its own fat. And that switch, it feels uncomfortable at first, but guess what? That's the point. That's a breakdown before the glow up. That's your body doing the job it was designed to do. One good choice leads to another. People think you have to overhaul your life overnight. You don't. Start with one thing, say no to one impulse, go to bed without the treat one night, make your plate 30% smaller, eat to be satisfied, not stuffed. Those little wins, they stack, they compound, and suddenly you're 5 pounds down, 10 pounds down, looking skinny in the mirror and realizing you didn't need a new body, you needed a new standard. Skinny isn't a diet. Skinny is the girl who drinks tea instead of eating boredom. Skinny is the girl who skips the extra bite. Skinny is the girl who holds her standard, even when no one is watching. You don't try to be skinny, you decide. And from that moment on, you're not negotiating with your cravings, you're choosing your future. When you're skinny and you live a skinny lifestyle, all it takes is one choice. Going to bed hungry one night. I think whenever I first started, I was like, Liv, if you really want to eat, you can, but just tonight you're not gonna. You can go back and you can eat it tomorrow, the next day. Just try one time. And that seriously changed my whole entire life. So I think the number one thing that you should do is say all you have to do is just don't eat this one time. It's just one time, and I promise you it will seriously help you and be a game changer. So that's the skinny mindset. I love you guys. Subscribe tune in, come in next week. Every Sunday at 12. And if you want to know what it's like to walk through a craving when you get that sudden urge, I have it linked down below and you can go back and watch that video because it's already on my YouTube. How to walk through a craving and how to not eat it. It's literally the one below it, so go watch that if you need extra guidance if you haven't seen that. Join my skinny community if you want everyday tips. I love you guys so much. Guys, I'm at my favorite store. I'm at Kith and we're picking out sneakers to get. I've done so many steps. I've worn them to the ground because seriously, you guys don't even know. This is what happens when you're a skinny walker. So these are all the ones. I like these and these, but I think I'm gonna try on these. Okay, these are the shoes I think I'm gonna get. I think they're the new Hot Girl Walk 10,000 steps sneaks. Okay, I literally just went shopping. You can see all of it on my arms. I'm gonna show you my favorite grocery store where I buy everything, but I literally just went and shopped so much. They have these cognac noodles, but they don't have them today. But their grilled chicken is really good. These are the strawberries literally everyone's obsessed with that are like $15. It's insane. This is their hot bar. Their grilled chicken thighs are insane. Like my favorite thing literally ever. So good. And they use whole ingredients. I got these two new electrolyte drinks to try. Dragon fruit and strawberry electrolyte. I'm excited to try them. Hi guys, we're at St. Ambrose. I'm drinking some electrolyte water. I'm finishing that and just went and looked at some apartments. So nice out. Just did a little bit of a walk. These are my sunglasses I got. My new jacket I got from Kith. How cute. Drinking New York's finest water. The funniest thing about me drinking dairy is I'll order and I'll be like, hi, could I please have an iced matcha with whole milk? And the guy was like, whole? Yeah, whole milk. Like, I guess people don't drink dairy anymore, which is like hilarious. I'm drinking New York's finest water, aka tap water. Yum. And just gonna sit outside, and that's the vibe. Chilling, gonna do some work here outside. It's finally pretty and not freezing, but in the shade it's cold, so that's why I have my little jacket. I'm waiting for my friend to come here. Okay, my matcha's here. I'm waiting for my friend. This is day 1 of month 2 of the Angel Challenge for my Skinny Society. Holy shoot. This is 5.5. Wow, this is a good matcha. A really good matcha. One of the best I've had in the city. I just get a matcha with whole milk, unsweetened with a tad bit of vanilla. Fire. Day 1, month 2 of the Skinny Angel Challenge. So 15,000 steps, matcha, discipline, and you can still go out to eat. Because I don't believe in meal plans, but it's a vibe. Okay, whale. I'm so excited. Portion control. Yeah, we're really portion. Okay guys, I was just at JetSet, did a Pilates class, and then I'm going to an event at the APL store, an APL event, so we're fucking running there because it was at 8:45. My workout at this JetSet workout ended at 8:45. So one workout done, another to go. This is my walk though, so pretty. I'm almost there. Right there, where we're going. Going in.
Hold it right there. Keep that leg super high. You're just gonna bend.